And if the party was over, I wanna be next to
You funny
you.
boy, when I tell you I was talking about the moon too, boy. You terrible, boy.
Nah, you terrible,
You
cuz.
just
Look,
don't listen. Man, listen. It was 13 months. It was 13 moons. Just think about that. It's the
bro, that
woman's
shit sound
cycle.
crazy.
13 moons.
That shit sound crazy.
Look,
You're
even in one of the Super Bowl commercials, you got them on the moon looking at another moon. I think that was Elon Musk commercial. To be honest, you were on the moon looking at the moon. The same way they did it with that when they faked it back in the day, and we said, "Oh,
uh,
hold on, if y'all on the moon, what's that right there? Ain't that the moon?" Yeah, on
man, I
some
don't
shit
think
like that.
nobody's back there said that. But look, here we started off, man. Got dang going. I don't even know what episode it is. Figuring shit out, conspiracy, man. Is King Arthur in the building, man. Unifying thrive. Got the homie Heru over there. You know what time it is. What up, Heru?
Yo, man, we in the building, man. Bring y'all a little bit of the good insight, some of the knowledge
Yeah,
that we possess. Just trying to get to the
yeah.
people.
Young Frank over there taking a sabbatical. He over there getting his getting his personal life together. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about? Before we get started, man, y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment, share with your people. Let your folks know what time it is we in here tonight. I'm not streaming the Rumble tonight, so I think I'm gonna just upload this back with a Rumble later. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So yeah, what we got going on tonight? Cause he's on a Subtropolis. What the hell? A
oh,
Subtropolis and NPCs. What we rocking with tonight?
yeah, man. We're gonna dig into this underground shit. It's crazy because we focus on so much of what's at eye level, what we see and what we can see. That
Mm.
we never focus. Not only that, we focus on the up there shit too. That ain't space. I don't know what you want to call it, but we never focus on what's beneath us. I've seen maps. I mean, shit, plenty of maps of basically the layout of the bottom of what's under us and how far it stretches. We have
Uh,
tunnels that stretch across all the states. That's why they say they can get you from here to California in less than 45 minutes on the ground. Straight shot. You
and
know what I'm
you
saying?
ain't talking about the Hyperloop or nothing. You talking about
Of course. I
regular.
mean, but you got to understand that that's down there too. So that would be a system that they will be using to be able
Oh,
to move around in that manner. You get what I'm saying? Because if all of it's down there, they have access to it. You get
right.
what I'm saying? They have whole, I mean, literally, they have whole cities down there. They already have people what I believe to be living down there. You get what I'm saying? I mean, running a regular day life. Like this is the norm for them. This is where they live. Of course, they would do that just to get the experience to see how it is for people to live down there in a long period of time to see if they would survive the living conditions, just in case anything was messed up here. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, that's now also sound like who is it? Japan.
Yeah.
Japan got something like that. Japan got a test city. They got a test city, a city where they testing out all kinds of technologies. So like on a small scale, but it's a
Yeah.
big city. With, like I think they said 20,000 people or something living there like every day.
Yes,
But
sir.
when they roll out the new technology, right, it'll just be it'll be easier to roll out. They already had ironed out some of the kinks, and I don't see that's not a bad thing, right? But like you're saying, it's just something that ain't preview to the public. So you're saying these sub what you call it
It's Subtropolis.
subtropolis? They got a whole is it just cities or just like roadways?
No, it's more like it's more like cities, but you got to understand the railways will be what would connect the cities down below. You get what I'm saying? So just say for instance, if you that's just one of the cities that they gave us that's down there, Subtropolis. Because you got to understand if it's one, it's more than one. Because you ain't just start with one and just leave it at one. You get what I'm saying? You started building these communities below us and have been doing it for quite a while. But I believe, yeah, the railroad system would be whatever, however they have it set up down there, would be the way that they move and connect to the other cities. But it's crazy though because it makes you wonder though. The flip side, bad side to this is would they call something catastrophic in order to go down there and restart shit? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They plan to get rid of whatever was up here and then go down in the ground, come back up to restart it again. You get what I'm saying? You're dealing with cave people. People that live in the cave, so it's nothing for them to live around. And if they have everything set up like a city, like Subtropolis is, I advise y'all to look into it. If they have cities set up like that down there, then it's not down there just in case some shit happens. This is something
Right.
down there that they put down there purposely when the shit happens. It's not just in case. It's more so when. Because I mean, if you looked at all of last year, all you seen was underground bunkers being built. Everybody going underground, building their little, their little fort. Because everybody know exactly what may come. You get what I'm saying? Honestly, I wouldn't even say may. I'm not a fear mongerer, but I'm a truth teller. Some shit may happen.
Ken, what up? Appreciate you always checking in with us. Goddamn on nah, yeah, some stuff always happening. They always trying to get, they always want to stay ahead of the game, regardless if it happening or not. Like I make a joke. I made a joke before about, all them people who built them doomsday dump bunkers back in the '70s and '80s, right? They ain't
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing. They just sitting there now, right? So you got a video for us, cuz let's see what we got here.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
I
it?
got a video. But they is selling though. That's all I can tell you. If them people
Nah, they
had them
selling.
for
Yeah,
that
yeah,
home, they were built for it tough. And them people selling them bunkers if they're no longer feeling like they're in need on. But a lot of bunkers was sold last year as well.
yeah. So it's the housing TV shows or whatnot. The housing TV shows. So I see some dude bought a whole bunker, right? And then he just, keep trying to sell it now because he got a wife and kids, and his wife saying that shit ain't practical, right? And in the back of his mind, he probably thinking like, "Bitch, I want to keep this. Fuck what you talking about?" You know what I mean? And it's a whole city of I forgot what city they was in. They live in bunkers. They live in bunkers
Uh-huh.
in the desert, like with with 5 feet or 10 feet thick steel walls, doors. You know what I mean? The concrete underground, right? Like it's a whole city, and it's like 20 to, at least I'm gonna say about 15 to 10,000 people living, paying. You know what I mean? They got
Mm-hmm.
5 years of supply of food. They got their own water or solar. You know what I mean? So nah, they prepared, but for what is the question, right? Let me play this video right
When is the question?
City
here. Can you hear
operating
it?
deep underground
Yeah.
as we go about our lives on the surface above. It's real, and it's right here in the United States. Subtropolis. Decades ago,
Tropical.
limestone was mined here for concrete and asphalt. What's left
Limestone.
is space, a lot of space.
Okay, so what's down here right now? We have 6 million square feet of buildings
That's
leased
moving through that
to
shit.
55 companies. There's 1,700 employees that run around here and go to work every day.
It's a massive industrial park, all underground. You ever worry like the world could come to an end upstairs and you
Mm-hmm.
guys would just be down here safe, toiling away, right? I feel like Fort Knox there. Security is a big selling point. Subtropolis is basically disaster proof. Another selling point, Subtropolis is always 65 degrees. Always. What better place then to put a room full of computer servers? There's a lot of cool stuff in Subtropolis, especially in a company called Underground Vaults and Storage. What are you going to show us? We're going to show you Hollywood right behind these doors. Inside, aisle upon aisle of TV and movie treasures sent here by the studios for safekeeping. From the National Archives to food distributor Harris Brothers, the occupants
This
of
shit wild, bro.
Subtropolis praise the
Watch it.
predictability of doing business in a place where the sun never shines nor sets.
Hey,
Come on.
that's
They
that's
already
that's
on it.
crazy, cuz.
Cause they listen,
That's
them
crazy, cuz
people,
it's like,
they
yeah.
already on it. They look,
Why?
they
So
already
look,
on it.
yeah. Which I was watching damn like Station 11, some show called Station 11. So basically, it was some damn zombie breakout. But there was a group that they made a shit called the music for the survivors, right? They called it the Museum of Yesterday, right?
Uh-huh.
And the Museum of Yesterday was only preserving shit from before zombie time, but right before the outbreak, before animal time, right? And them
Mm-hmm.
niggas had, pictures, movies, books, shit that didn't get destroyed. So they were just trying to preserve like beforehand. That's what that shit sound like. They preparing for when shit do hit the fan. They can have uh before time hand before the shit got funky, they can have the shit, preserved already. So when whoever do survive, they'll be able to go back and look, see what happened.
Yeah, you gotta understand. Look, the servers and all the big computers are already underground. They just showed you that when they went into the what's the name? They showed you that's basically where it is. All the fiber optic cables in the bottom of the ocean. It's already below the level that we on. See, them people are already 50 years ahead of us when it comes to building some disaster shit or some shit that's gonna withstand something. So,
Man,
like I said, if they already have that up functioning, and there's no telling how long they've had it up functioning and moving the way it is you're not gonna tell me they don't have that across the whole bottom, because you're not gonna just have one city down there. Come on now.
but
You
no, that's
gave
a
us
fact.
9 planets.
That's a fact. 'Cause if 1 billionaire get a wind of that, or a millionaire get wind of that, I want one too, right? And then I got a couple friends. We can build one over here. How y'all do it? Get the blueprint. We're buying. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it is.
man.
They at the bottom up there in the ground building everything. That's where the money going. Yeah, I'm telling no bullshit. No bullshit. They're building cities underground. You get what I'm saying?
They said how
And
many employees? 17,000 employees.
come on, man, exactly. So employees, so these people go to work there every single day. How long have this city been up? So if you got to understand, you have that many employees and you don't have no residents, but you're calling it a city. You have residents, which means you
I
have
think yeah,
jobs. Look, it's crazy
yeah.
because that means you have jobs down there as well.
Jobs,
Schools, you
food,
have, I mean, supermarkets.
electricity,
Come on,
policing.
you see what I'm saying? It's,
Yeah,
it's it's it, and it's probably ran by AI. Honestly, a lot of it probably is because
might as well be.
yeah, because honestly, that would be one of your official smart cities that's really governed and ran by AI. Because nobody that's not a part of that city can leave. I mean, they can leave, but you know what I mean. It's not like you can in and out of there. You know what I'm saying? They probably have
Right.
some kind of system set up where you're not able to just travel however you want, or maybe they do. Or next to the next city, you getting on a rail train car or whatever the case may be, but you never come up. Is the thing. That's the problem. So if you're working there, you never come from up underground.
So here you go. I'm gonna look up the Hyperloop in just a minute, right? So Hyperloop, you know what the Hyperloop is, and nigga
Yeah,
Elon got some shit go faster than the speed of goddamn light, right? So here go the video I was talking about. Here go the Japanese city. So they shit ain't underground. They shit underground, right? But
mhm.
like I said, it's a mini city that's operating for mass scale, right? It's just
I mean,
I want to say a quantum city. What's up?
but think about New York train system. It's underground,
True.
cuz.
Underground.
You see what I'm saying? You can't tell the people you built a train station, train station that run a train that runs underground, but that's the only thing y'all built down here. With the
Fact.
way the infrastructures are set up, it y'all, I
Um,
know y'all
remember,
dug into it.
remember a couple years ago when the goddamn them Jewish boys got caught with that big ass
Come on,
underground tunnel
man.
stuff, and they was talking
Exactly.
about something. They talking about something that was old from back in the day. That shit look used in the motherfucker. And that's the crazier part about it is that shit went away faster than the aliens, nigga.
You see what I'm saying? But that's
That
all
shit
over
went
New
away.
York. That's all over New
Hmm.
York. Cause look at how New York is built. If you no bullshit, when I was up, when I was staying up there, cause when you were going to the Jewish community or into one of their homes, you would literally walk into an apartment complex, go into their apartment, turn
Hmm.
this way, turn that way, it's rooms this way, it's rooms that way, turn this way, go that way. And you looking at it like, how the fuck? How is this set up that y'all have this up like this? Looking at
Hmm.
from when you walk into to how their apartments be set up, you be like, come on, y'all done added some shit, gathered some shit, glued some
Yeah.
shit. It's crazy,
Whole time you think you looking at a regular ass apartment building, it's a
man.
goddamn
I'm
mansion.
telling you,
A
you're
mansion with a
walking this
crazy face.
a maze. You're walking that shit and get lost. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
I was literally walking there like, oh, what the? Nah, man, this is wild. But that's how they build.
And shit. Also, like I said, the only thing I can think of is like, what the fuck they preparing for? Like, you can't even. Let's look at the movies like the man Denzel who's blind, right? Remember he was reading Braille and shit. He had memorized the
He
Bible.
lying. Book of
Book of
Eli.
Eli. Look at that dystopia, right? Look at goddamn how desolate that shit was and how dirty and
Man.
lack how much lack it had. But that's what it's gonna look like on top. But underground gonna look like what? A motherfucking utopia. A
It-
utopia. All
it-
kinds of food. It was a good ass movie, Tim.
but look, can you imagine this? Everybody's trying to get in the ground now. 'Cause think about that.
Imagine running from the
You're
sun.
trying to find a way to get in the sewer, to get into
Running
the
from the
goddamn
sun.
ground, to be able to live with the people. What kind
Man.
of life is that?
Make sure y'all like, comment, share this video, man. We about to get into
Please
it.
do.
Here's another video I'm talking about. Here's Japanese, Japan. And they got damn super city today, little mini super city.
Japanese city built at the base of Mount Fuji. But it's not just any city, because this city is a real world test lab for cutting edge technology. All the latest tech in one giant town populated by real people. It's called the Woven City, and it was built by Toyota. Now, the coolest part of the Woven City
Them niggas
is
make
the
cars.
road
They doing
system.
the city.
Because instead of one main type of transportation, the architects
That's the
split
name.
the city into 3 different road types. One for higher speed autonomous vehicles, one for personal mobility with e-bikes and scooters, and a third with linear parks and human-only walkways. These 3 road types are then interweaved into 3x3 grids throughout the city, woven together like fabric to create the most efficient and natural flow. But this is only part of what makes the transportation system so great, because there's a whole AI logistics network built underneath the ground. Goods and supplies will move around the city automatically through underground tunnels with self-driving robots, delivered directly into each house through pressurized tubes. Now, all of the roads, tunnels, houses, and vehicles will be interconnected and fully tech-enabled. Think of it like having one giant living prototype. Eventually, the city's going to house over 2,000 people, and this will allow Toyota and other companies to test new technology at scale in a real-world environment. I think this is a peek into the future of smart cities.
What did he say though?
No, that's
At
crazy.
the end, the end
peak
part,
into
the
the
end
smart
part
city.
did it though. What did he say? Smart cities, and but that's the plan. In a smart city though, you're there. That's it. There's no going here. There's no going there. You know what I'm saying? Everything is literally monetized, cameralized, visualized, any kind of
Like
lies you
camera
can
light.
put on it, cuz you have no freedom, you don't have nothing. You get what I'm saying? And I already look at how the internet is set up to the point where how they're able to know everything just by giving us the internet because we search everything. Anytime you figure out or like something's wrong with you and you put it in the search engine, that shit goes to you, and that's how they're able to read you by all what you put out. Now,
Right.
participation again, because our people suffer from participation. they like
They say
they like the tool.
participation.
Yeah, cause they like the finer things. They like the new things. They line up for Jordans and shit like that. They like toys. They're like children. They can't say no. So when new tech comes out to them, they got to be the first to get it, or they got to be the first
I got
involved
to
with it.
have.
I got to. You get what I'm saying? People don't understand. That is an illness. That is a dis-ease. You get what I'm saying? That's a serious illness. It's an illness that doesn't have an ending nor a fix for it. You can't, it's nothing you can take to stop it. You get what I'm saying? For the simple fact is you're hanging on to the latest technology that graced the goddamn social media outlet or whatever the case, wherever you may get it from. You're waiting and waiting and waiting. So people just into whatever comes out. How many people gonna opt out and say, you know what, I'll go live underground. I'll do it.
Look, here we go. You said the participation is disease, right? But they won't participate in nothing that is freedom. They won't So I listen to Wall Street Trapper, a little stock dude, right?
Uh-huh.
He was saying that, and it makes sense, right? Unify and thrive, right? How if we really wanted, like they were marching back in the day and protesting, right? That what they were doing back in the day because they ain't had knowledge or no understanding of certain things, right? They was in the dark, but they was just like, I gotta have my voice gotta get heard.
There
Right
you go.
nowadays, niggas ain't marching. That shit
Okay.
ain't doing nothing. We're seeing niggas march their feet till they bleed, right? All they do is get busted in the head with rocks and attacked with dogs, right? So he was saying that if we really wanted to hurt them niggas or have a real voice heard, stop shopping their shit. Stop participating in some of the shit that they force down our throat, i.e., Christmases or the holidays, the Valentine's Day, the Easter's. Stop participating for 90 days,
Mm-hmm.
right? So 90 days, you know, they'll feel it in their pockets. They'll feel it in their market, right? They'll feel it in so where it ain't affecting the individual no more because you now shopping at the farmer's market or you now shopping with your brother around the corner. Y'all, you know,
Yeah.
unifying and thriving together, right? And now it's taking money and food out their kids' tummy and they be like, oh, what's going on? You know, they'll figure out what's going on. They'll do almost anything to make it right. But like you're saying, what's gonna take for them to say, all right, people, don't worry about it, let's go underground. Let's come participate with us underground because it's easy under there, it's cheaper under there, it's
Yeah.
better under there, it's cleaner under there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just neglect what's up here before the people up top that don't want to participate get a chance to unify how it's supposed to.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, people coming to people and asking them to go live under the ground. You gotta you. I don't know if it will be a 50-50 split. I believe less will go underground, honestly, first, due to the fact that
Mm,
it's something different and something new. You still will have those who will go, but then you will have the persuasion of trying to get people to go live underground. And when I mean by persuasion, I mean shit happening up here, like planes
right.
crashing, a bunch of tornadoes happening.
We
It's
just seeing the
always
mass
flooding.
participation effort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. A lot of
yeah,
orchestration
COVID.
being added to it. Nothing's
Yeah,
happened normal anymore. Everything is orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? It's not the
dramatic.
natural order. That yeah,
Yeah,
they have
dramatic.
destroyed that. Yeah, they done got rid of that. Ain't nothing natural no more. So they make the shit happen because that's what they wanted to be. So it would be a lot of coercion towards going in underground by what they're doing. You get what I'm saying?
That
So
part.
that would tip the numbers to make it start to be like a 50-50 split, almost 60-40, because a lot of people will get afraid. For those who live in fear, that's what they're going to do. They're going to feel, I got
Right.
to go where I'm safe. I'm scared, however the case may be. So of course they're going to run underground, and that's how you would do it. And that would be the complete separation. When I say complete separation of the people up top and the people down bottom. It's just like Demolition Man, but reverse. You get
Uh
what I'm
huh.
saying? Because they not. It's funny. They not underground fucking up shit. They up top fucking up shit.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's more disaster. There ain't no torn. You get the earthquake under the ground, but we know who's shaking the earth. We didn't figure this out by now. You
Oh
get what
no,
I'm
cuz
saying?
I
We
think this
know
shit
it may
moving.
shake.
Look,
Who's that go?
I think this shit moving for real.
Yeah, it may shake here and there, but come on, man.
You saying something that
They
shit
done found
orchestrated?
a way to make it shake and make it
Yeah.
shake a little bit more goddamn shakeable than what it normally shake. And, they
And
add a little currents to it. You
now
know
I'm
what I'm
with you
saying?
cause I get it though, cause like the natural order is shaking of earthquakes, right? We get it. That shit be happening frequently as hell, right? If this shit so big and so large, why is it moving so fast? You know what I'm talking about? Moving so
Yeah.
fast, and that also just speaks to the size of us, the size of humans. Like we not even big compared to the whole, right? Not even that big, bro. 6 feet tall, while they 30 feet underground. You know what I mean? Miles and miles and miles at a time. Able to fit 17,000 people on the ground right now. If they can house 17,000 people to work, how many people can live down there, right? At least 100,000, 200,000. And then if enough cities adopt it, they can dig deep enough, and they can build cement strong enough to the ground level, hold the ground level, right? And just
Limestone,
keep
cuz.
building and keep building and keep building. That shit
Limestone.
wild. Like I didn't even see it on TikTok. Goddamn people building homes inside of rock. Like I know back in the days the ancients did it. They had no
Yeah.
choice. That was they lived there. What you doing?
See, but the thing
You just
about
want to
it,
do it too. What's up?
the you can keep going up till you can't go no more. Because
Hmm.
as we know, there's something over top of us. But you can't dig farther enough down to get to the ending of it. You see what I'm saying? So the bottom is like endless. You've never heard nobody talk about the bottom of the earth.
They say it. So
So
we
now,
know
hold
we
on.
on sub.
Now just think about this.
What's up?
On your circle globe, If I'm digging from the north going straight down, I'm going to dig into other places. So on the bottom, so on the circle globe, who's at the bottom?
Ain't no bottom. So you got to go through the. You can't get to the bottom because you got to go through the middle. And the
Okay, now
middle
going
is
through. Okay, now even going through
that
the, even if I
too,
start at the middle
it's too
and
hot.
drill all the way down,
You can't
without
get there. It's too hot.
huh?
It's too hot. Yeah, you're supposed to come on the other side, but it's too hot to get through the middle.
You said it's too hot.
Too hot.
I don't know about being hot, because the oceans wouldn't be cold.
I disagree, cause this shit thicker than the motherfucker.
What makes
If
what
they go,
make
so
hold on
wait,
now, hold on.
let me finish.
What make
The
if
ocean got
huh?
the ocean has underwater volcanic action. Yeah, I know you done seen it. So they
Mm-hmm.
got hot springs underwater, and
Mm-hmm.
it may be cold because ain't no light heating that motherfucker. Ain't no light down there to heat it up, right? But if you go to certain places where the shit cracking that where the mantle's spilling out at, it's hot than the motherfucker.
Cause our water always cold, cause we got the
Come on,
beach right here, cause
you ain't been, you ain't
even in the
that's
state, cause
surface.
even in the summertime it's cold, cause
That's surface.
that water
That's surface.
always cold, man.
Come on, cuz,
It's
don't do it.
and then look, think about it, and you got to think
What's
about
up?
this. Nobody has been to the bottom of the ocean, to the
They
complete
have.
bottom. So
They
and it wasn't. Hold on, to
what's
the
up?
very bottom, so it don't go no more.
Yeah, they done been to the Mariana Trench bottom. They done been
Okay,
to the
now,
Granite bottom.
so what was the
But it's
temperature there? What was the temperature?
cold in the mud.
Exactly.
But it's still rock. You still got to see it's rock between.
Yeah.
But in some places where the volcano split open there in the ground, it's hot. We can find it on TikTok. We got a
Yeah,
little few out here.
but you got to understand this. What percentage of the Pacific Ocean you think is cold versus hot? I guarantee that shit is like 80 to 20. 80% cold, 20% warm.
I'm saying 90%.
I
I'm
mean,
saying 90.
well, you talking about far as cold wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at the wildlife. Look at the animals that lives in the cold waters. They're not warm water animals. That's kind of like reptiles.
I'm
They're
gonna
like
find it on TikTok. But let's play this video right here. This the Hyperloop shit we was talking about earlier.
the type of yeah. How long they done
On
had that, cuz?
2013, Elon Musk unveiled his plans to create Hyperloop, a visionary project that would revolutionize public transport as we know it.
They talk about the
Hyperloop
underground city,
promised to be a
but he already
high-speed
done had
mode
the
of
goddamn vision
transportation
for
that
it.
would
What
be
I'm saying?
faster
Look.
than commercial planes, immune to weather conditions, and completely run on renewable energy.
Look, goddamn car disappear right off
But
the
almost
street.
a
Bitch.
decade after Musk's
Yeah, fast
announcement
this shit
and
was
several
moving.
different companies and organizations working on the concept, what has actually been done to make this vision a
This video
reality?
kind of
Will
old too.
Hyperloop ever
This shit from
become a
2020.
reality? Or
Crazy how
is
we
it
say 2
just
years ago
another
old. Shit moving
futuristic
fast in
pipe
the
dream
industry.
that's never going
I
to
mean, all
happen?
the shit,
Let's
the
find out.
technology old. We just realized what they got though.
Yeah,
Currently,
he on
only
something else already.
3.2% of our
Of
viewers are
course,
subscribed to our channel.
shit already
So
built.
if you enjoy our videos, make sure to click that button. In case you've already forgotten about Hyperloop, here's a quick recap about this futuristic technology. The idea for an ultra-high-speed mode of transportation using vacuum tunnels wasn't actually conceived by Elon Musk. In reality, the concept
Did it.
goes as far back as 1799 to an
They did think
English
about this
mechanical
shit.
engineer named George Mendhurst, who
He
patented
ain't
a
come up with
railway
it. They just
system
use
that
his
could
book.
transport passengers and cargo at high speeds through pressurized tubes. The concept would eventually become a series of different inventions under different names, such as vac train, atmospheric rail, pneumatic railway, and finally, Musk's Hyperloop. Although slightly different from each other, what all these things have in common is the idea of propelling trains or pods inside of an evacuated tube or tunnel. This technique would drastically reduce the amount of friction and air resistance that would have otherwise caused drag and slowed down any moving object within. This reduced air resistance would have theoretically made it possible in all.
All right, man. That's
Boy,
what we're talking about here.
yeah. You see, if we
Yeah. What's up?
they'd had that technology for a while though. And the thing about it is, said earlier, they can move you from here to California in 45 minutes. So they already have that technology down there. They're just probably at the point now they just trying to make it take it a step further. Maybe they want to get you there in 15 minutes now. The technology
Right.
that they have down there, because everything down there that they running off of, it will be artificial intelligence, straight computerized everything that they're moving down there. Nothing that requires gas or anything like that, or any kind of oil. You know what I'm saying? Probably for to run some of their machines, but a lot of the shit that they're building down there, of course, that's probably where they started all this AI shit really at. Trying it out down there first before bringing it up here, giving it to us, saying, "Well, here they go. We'll try it, put it here, put it there." You know what I'm saying? That shit wild though.
Yeah,
Hyper.
bro. I'm looking for this. But like, I just look at the concept the way he just lowered the goddamn shit down in the ground, like into the subtropolis, into the subtropolis already, right? And he snatched the car right off the street into the subtropolis. Man, that shit crazy.
It's like putting that shit in a vacuum where you just constantly, where you just go. You get what I'm saying? And it's like it ain't. I guess you're not in control of your car because you wouldn't even be able to just drive. You would just be getting in it, being sucked through a tube, getting to wherever the fuck you going. You get what I'm saying? It's no different than it's no different than an elevator for real. You see how you move in the elevator? Just imagine an
Right.
elevator that can move at the speed of light. That just matter of fact, think about this. Remember you go to the bank and you go to the bank teller and you
Oh
put,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you see the
It's
thing
exactly
shoot.
legit.
There you go. Perfect example.
So I think so. My uneducated brain on the subject, right? I'm thinking, nigga, you go too fast, your insides gonna be motherfucking in your brain, right? That's they
Yeah,
probably trying to protect. They probably trying to perfect, to not have your heart in your toes.
yeah,
You feel
most definitely.
kind of like same subject. It's a dude, some super smart dude. I don't know his name. I listen to the podcast, nigga. He trying to get Mach 5 or supersonic commercial travel, right? And yeah, but the he only doing it because
Yeah.
he was like Musk seen the idea, was like, why niggas ain't doing it now? Right? What's wrong with technology now, right? And so he go do his research, and old buddy say he found out that they did try to do shit back in the 60s, 70s, but the shit was going too fast. The shit was going so
Mhm.
fast when it hit the sonic boom, it's shattering you goddamn, windows and shit, fucking with buildings. And then
Damn.
it gets so bad. One of the fucking what was it? They were going so fast they tried to land and got them tire bust, blew the whole plane up, boom, killed about 50 people on the plane. They said, "Oh, we gotta scrap this," and they left it alone. Right, so that was years ago. Oh, buddy, come back and said, "Man, what's up now? Technology a little better. I can. Ain't nobody did this. I'm gonna try to do this." So now he out here trying to get commercial supersonic flight, but it's kind of the same as this hyperloop, right? Instead of doing the shit in the tube, nigga, I can do it in the air. You know what
Mhm.
I'm talking about? So,
Damn.
and it's all a concept of just taking somebody else's idea from back in the day and adding it to our new technology, especially with AI. AI can do the math. AI can do the math on that shit, bitch, in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Tweak it up, fix it up, hook it up.
Uh-huh.
He didn't got billionaires. Richard Branson, he got a company, a space traveling company, Virgin Galactic, I think. Talking about something. If he when he build this shit, I'm buying. He didn't got a promise to buy from a nigga. He ain't even got a half a prototype. You know what I'm talking? Just the idea itself, getting niggas interested,
Yeah.
getting some buzz. So it's coming.
That's what I said. It's gonna take off because remember, it's something new. And I mean, and for those who want to get somewhere as fast as they want to get there,
Man,
like the speed of light, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get it
Sonic,
at a price that's, I guess, set at what they plan to charge your ass for.
whatever niggas gonna pay it, the brain gonna be in their ass.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I said. On the overall health, what does that does to your body? Constantly
Right,
moving at that speed. You get what I'm saying? Because damn, if you caught it that way, you're gonna turn around and catch it back that way. You get what I'm saying? So that's gonna
man.
be your travel. And then you got people that's getting personalized ones that moving like that. It'll get
Oh
out
yeah,
of hand.
that's what they said. They said they was trying to get some sponsors for the old one. Concord was the name of the shit. Concord, you trying to get some sponsor for the old one, and they had that shit painted a certain color to reflect the heat. But
Uh-huh.
Pepsi said, "I'm Pepsi, nigga. I wanna sponsor this hoe," and painted that bitch blue. and melted everything inside that bitch because it's going so fast.
See, that's why I said it. People just want something new, man. Anything, it's just like the internet. They want it faster download. They was with it. They got their faster download, and then you're on 5G. That shit moving fast. Everybody just lost their patience all of a sudden. People want to get to where they got to get quickly and download what they want to get quickly. Nobody want to wait no more. That's why the participation stays at its best. Because they always got some technology for you. Think you think you seen something now? Just wait. Just wait. They got a lot of shit. They got a lot of toys coming out for you. You know, your phone will be able to open up. You know, you will be able to see the screen. The screen will pop out in your hand. You know, just get 10. They got you. You know, Elon in charge now. You heard me? Elon in charge now.
He gonna fuck this whole shit up, boy.
Well, listen, he in charge. Him, listen, it's crazy because they put a team together that's just gonna do some of the craziest shit ever done. Now, entertainment wise. Sure. Never take that shit.
It's gladiators like a motherfucker. Are you not entertained, nigga?
Exactly, because that's what it's gonna be.
And Lockheed Martin just unveiled a new supersonic plane capable of flying from New York to London in under 4 hours. That is faster than the speed of sound. Now, let's bring in Leroy Chow, former NASA astronaut, International Space Station commander. Leroy, so great to see you. First of all, how significant is this reveal from NASA?
Well, this is exciting because this is the first X-plane that is supersonic in a number of years, but not because it's going to go faster or higher than previous airplanes, research airplanes, but because it's going to be much quieter. As you mentioned, the Concorde passenger airliner was developed in the 1960s. It was very much restricted because of how noisy it was, not only its engines, but also it was not allowed to go supersonic over land because the sonic booms would, smash windows and cause other property damage. And so this research airplane is being designed so that the shape allows it to not compress the sonic pressure waves as much, and it reduces that sonic boom.
NASA and Lockheed Martin just unveiled a new
How you go sonic boom without the boom? These niggas own something, cuz.
But the thing about it is, they said it can't be the fastest moving technology they have that moves that fast, because if, like I said, they have this shit underground that moves faster than that. Now, you're not going to hear nothing that loud move underground, or maybe when we have those earthquakes, it's because they're down there moving shit around.
Catching shit, yeah.
You ever thought about that? And
nah,
a mistake
you bring it up, yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Or maybe
they part of the experiment, you know what I mean?
They down there blasting rocks, letting off EMPs down that motherfucker, blasting rocks.
Gotta get the shit out the way.
I mean, you would think that because you constantly drilling through something, and you constantly making shit, so you're down there shaking the earth anyway. But I believe they start them earthquakes a little bit on their own, even though we do have a few. But I believe a lot of that's going on. But they have a whole system set up down there where travel is possible, living is possible. Anything that's going on up top here is going on down there. Because I mean, think about it. I would be down there doing the same thing. If I'm building this up here, I know I can go downstairs and build a whole infrastructure down there. Of course, I would do that. I honestly,
they got the resources.
Yeah, especially if you got the money. But listen. He said Hollywood is sending all their shit and hiding it down there. Yeah, you can hide your stuff down there. It's like a storage.
They got unlimited resources.
Huh? And then the fact
they got unlimited resources, unlimited time.
Yeah, look at it. You see all the employees that work there. But would you be cut off from your family up here? The people that work down there, would you be cut off from your family up top? Or do you no longer have a family up top no more, basically?
No, like Men in Black.
Yeah, because if you work down there, cause you don't come up. I doubt
it. Can't say nothing.
Now I done seen truck drivers drive their trucks and drop loads underground. Now I have seen that. They, you know what I'm saying? hand food and stuff dropped off and so on and so forth. Because there was a big thing about that probably like about almost 3 years ago, where the truckers were talking about how they was taking all these supplies to underground bunkers. And you know what I'm saying, they were talking about all the shit under Walmart. Walmart got the underground tunnels and all this, not knowing that there's underground tunnels under everything. But a lot of truckers was dropping off, you know what I'm saying, and they was using the trucks. Just say, for instance, if Kraft wanted to drop off something, they was contracting out to other companies other than Kraft truck drivers. So they was hiding basically their product as it was going underground. You get what I'm saying? They was using other people subcontracting out to them, not necessarily sending the Kraft truck or the Pepsi truck. Pepsi would have a whole off-brand truck bringing in their supplies, so you wouldn't see that it was a Pepsi truck backing up to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then so you and I, where we live at, East Coast Virginia, it's a whole tunnel. It's a whole tunnel underwater connecting one part to another part. Niggas travel under that shit every day. Thousands of cars a day. 24 hours a day, non-stop. And actually this time, this most in recent years, the most commotion I've seen about down there, you know, niggas down there getting crazy. It'd be accidents in that bitch all the time, but it's like this is the most I've seen in recent life. But them niggas, but they down there building another tunnel or a better tunnel. And you don't even think about how they building a tunnel underwater. Right? What kind of technology? And that's in how old the tunnel, bro? The tunnel been there since at least the 80s.
Yeah, probably longer than that. You gotta look that up. Because it don't tell you how long. Not only that, look at the Coleman Bridge, man. That bitch has 2 tunnels. You hear me? 2 tunnels connecting Virginia to the Eastern Shore. 2 tunnels. And it's crazy because when you look at the bottom of it,
boy,
when you run the poles, how long it say?
Boy, I'm tripping. We talking about 80. That shit said 57.
Now I told you go back further than that. I knew it'd go back further.
God damn, that shit old.
It could have been the 80s, nigga. I was born in the 80s, and that shit was damn sure up before I was. You know what I'm saying?
Old in.
I was born in 82, so it was already up then. I already, you know what I'm saying? That shit go way back. And then you think about the technology they had back then to build shit like that. They've been building underground. Man, that's why a lot of the structures that we finding are old. You gotta understand, our people built shit in mounds. Cuz built whole structures inside of mound. We are the mound builders. So all that shit been and you gotta think about it. It's no telling how far back it goes to show how long they building underground. Due to the fact, if you look at the Grand Canyon, all that shit is built in rock. So they've been building in those type of structures and situations, you know what I'm saying, especially with dealing underground, because I know it's not all just dirt when you're down there. You get what I'm saying? You dig. You're going to eventually hit some type of rock, some type of hard substance or whatever the case may be. It's not going to just be straight dirt.
So, and speaking of the Grand Canyon, why is there a place that's off limit to the public? Right? There's a whole section down there that literally saying, "Do not come here, do not go this way." And I'm like, "Dog, that's a goddamn mountain. Why can't you climb on the mountain?" Guess how old this shit's supposed to be? Supposed to be 5 to 6 million years old, right? So ain't no telling what kind of people have been through there and done some shit. Like you're saying, they could have built a whole civilization inside the goddamn mountain, inside the canyon.
It is. You know, that's where one of the temples are. They are one of the biggest pyramids are. That's why the shit is off limits, because they don't want people going through there seeing what was really there. You get what I'm saying? It was tombs found there. You get what I'm saying? And some of the structures of the stonework is crazy. And you think about these people come from back then, they got the way they structured they shit, man. People can't even duplicate to this day with the technology we have. And then we got AI that got them do everything now. They didn't have none of that.
Killing the critical thinking.
You get what I'm saying? So you know them people was already building underground. Because if you look in the tombs, A lot of them went up and went down.
And
You get what I'm saying?
it's less material. I don't need to cut no trees down to no lumber. I don't need no screws. This shit solid in the motherfucker. All I need to do is carve my space in it.
There you go.
I'm taking out dirt. I ain't gotta put up, I ain't gotta erect nothing. This shit already erect. This shit already solid. And for sure standing strong. Cause it's been
Exactly.
here before.
So
You
I
know what I
don't
mean?
even need nothing to hold it up. You don't even need
Yeah,
nothing to hold it up. You just breaking through.
yeah.
Breaking through. You get what
Put
I'm
me a
saying?
wall, not even carve my wall out. Probably put some motherfucking water on that bitch to solid it out.
Yeah. And moving a rock out. It just
Yeah,
got them getting a rock, taking that shit back and forth. They clear it out. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
it makes you wonder what type of utensils and that they use, man, because nobody can show me a utensil that they use to put these type of carvings and markings on these structures that they had that was so fucking perfect. Especially
Right.
when it, because the most important part was the structure of them noses. They was beautiful. So beautiful, y'all had to blow them the fuck off.
That's crazy,
So
cuz.
nobody, you get what I'm saying? The nose was to a T. Get what I'm saying? Cuz
Wow.
what utensil was used? We don't
Yeah.
know. We don't
But
know.
and
You
they
get what
still
I'm
don't
saying?
want to tell you about vibrational tools, sound waves, nothing like that. Let
Yeah,
alone the heat, let alone the goddamn solar. I'm sure they had solar energy because they knew the sun was hot in the bitch. Why not use it up? Yeah, talk
exactly.
to them.
But we do
Hey,
know
cool.
we do know one thing. A
What's
lot of
up?
the underground tunnels and underground buildings and whatever the case that's going on down there, that's been a architectural structure that has been going on down there forever. That
Yeah.
nobody could probably put a date on to say when did somebody first started building down there. Because as the generations went on, the more people that learned about it, the more people started to take over, especially the ones that had money and had power. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's just like you coming into a land, you figuring out you never knew the whole time you was running for the office. But by the time you get in office, you done found out, damn, they got a whole underground structure down here, a whole living and all this, that, and the third that you was
I'm
not
on in.
aware of
On
previously.
in.
You get what I'm saying? Now you're in, you have access. You're on the list.
But here you go too. Also,
Uh,
they learn
hey,
they learning from what's up?
I said how you be. No, I was talking about. I can't remember what movie was that when Will Smith and their family was being airport was being in a helicopter and they was going to the I guess underground facility or something like that. Oh, matter of fact, it probably what the Am Legend shit when they was going to the when they
Yeah.
was grabbing his family like y'all the chosen ones and shit. Y'all the ones that get to go. Everybody else about to suffer the bullshit. You get what I'm saying? It puts you in that mad state because now you know what's going on. So you the only one to get to survive. Everybody else is done. Yeah,
Right. And they learn from the past, like uh the ancient Mayans and the Africans, they wrote on their wall. They wrote what was going on their walls.
yeah, no
Them niggas
paper,
ain't them niggas ain't keeping track of shit.
no
You hear
paper.
me? Them niggas ain't keeping track. I ain't built shit. Ain't shit down here. Ain't no proof of nothing. So when you find it, oh, you stoned upon some shit. The whole time is a whole gang of niggas included in the
Mhm.
know, in the fucking know.
That shit
Hey
was
man, this we didn't get to the NPCs because the NPCs, them
yeah,
niggas so dumb and so brain dead. They gonna tell us we crazy.
yeah.
They
But
ain't got no. What's up?
can you imagine walking around with a whole stone with writing on it to show everybody could? That shit would have been crazy, man.
You
You
know what
got
I
a
mean?
whole stone to write, and you sitting there and chisel that shit out, or what you had to say. How many days did it take for you to write that note?
Bro,
That
that's
shit,
imagine, and then imagine nigga telling you crazy. Bitch, I beat you up. I done took me a week to write this note, nigga.
good man. Yeah, I used to in elementary school. You write, um, if you like me, check yes or no. Well, you know how long that shit would have took to get the response.
Nah, you got to say that. And she might not be weak, but she can't even choose her yet.
Hey
You know
man,
what I'm
for
talking about?
real. Hey, but no,
Nah,
but look, just play a little bit of that NPC shit. We can do about 10 minutes of it. I just want everybody to get some type of understanding what an NPC really is, because a lot of
we'll
people
talk about
don't
that
know
shit in
that
more depth next week.
they're tied to this matrix system in a heavenly way, to the point that they keeps others tied to it and will go out their way to keep you tied to it. Not knowing, but it's in their programming. Like I said, phones get upgraded. You have to upgrade your main computer. If you're not upgrading this, then you're still in the same frequency that they put you in. You get what I'm saying? And that frequency a lot of times rely on fear, which causes fight or flight. And they do their best to keep you in
4 minutes, my boy.
in that situation, huh? Yeah, they do their
The
best
video
to do
sent
that.
me 4 minutes.
You said 4 minutes?
I'm gonna play this. Yeah.
Oh, the video, my video 4 minutes.
And then we'll talk. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
got enough. I got
you
enough.
gotta go through the whole
But
thing.
we can talk about this shit. No, we can talk about another one. Goddamn, next week. This is gonna be our topic for next week because this shit getting more. When you go down TikTok, some crazy
You don't know
shit,
this
man.
meme? Is that a Scientology thing?
No, non-player
What?
character.
Non-player character.
What, you don't know about this? Do I get to tell you the NPC meme?
Yes.
This is the most important meme of our
Please do.
lifetime.
Yeah. Okay.
When we were younger, we played games like Final Fantasy and Ultima, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in those games, you go to like the armor store or the weapon store, and you buy your sword or you buy your armor.
Right.
There's a guy running that store within the game.
Yes.
He does not exist outside of that store.
Right.
That character, all he does is buy armor and sell armor. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have a kid. You go there at midnight, he's there. You go there at 8 a.m., he's there.
Right.
He's the player characters you're playing. He's the non-player character. And the point this meme makes is the vast majority of humans are non-player characters. They have no mind outside their programming. And you see this on Twitter, where it's one thing when people say cliched ideas, but they'll say cliched ideas in a cliched way.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have no mind. You're just repeating what has been programmed to you in your script. And as soon as you mention certain terms, there's just a knee-jerk speech that they give. And once you identify it, it's like the Matrix. Like you see Agent Smith everywhere.
Yeah.
That's wild, Carl. That's wild.
It is what it is. Like I tell you, a lot of people that are NPCs are what you would call your everyday people. You know, you got your everyday working people. You know, you got your religious people. You know, heavy NPCs, because they don't know nothing outside of their programming. That's why you can't get into a confrontation with a religious person, because they are already indoctrinated on fear. They have been told to fear the one that they supposedly created them. That's a problem in itself. You get what I'm saying? And the ones that know anything about fear, they know what endorphin release is released during that time. That's a flight or flight mentality. NPCs move on fear. That's how the system works. You get what I'm saying? The more fear that they can cause, the more panic, the more off balance, the more tied to the system. Yeah. It's all types of things. It's just, you know, it's like this. It's mainly for energy harvesting. They get off on that. You get what I'm saying? And you will know when you're talking to an NPC. You'll know when you're around them. Honestly, they could be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friend. These people are put in these key positions to further pull you back into it. Anytime you start to speak about anything other than the latest bullshit that's going on, far as whatever celebrity, football players, or whatever the case may be, if you start to speak about anything other than that, they don't want to talk about it.
No, they want to cannot compute. They programmers don't understand it's a foreign language. It's like that ain't in our program, and I don't understand what you're talking about. So look, that's our homework for the week, man. Go look up the NPCs. But we talk about that next week, because I remember going through the TikTok and seeing a grown nigga with a white beat and gold chains on talking about something.
You see what I'm saying?
Nigga do? But the crazy part about it, nigga had thousands of people watching. I'm like, who the here?
other
The
NPCs.
whole shit look crazy. Like so, but our
That's right.
takeaways. Here are my takeaways. Here are my takeaways, man. Takeaway time. Here are my takeaways. So remember, you're the main character in your own story. You're the star in your own movie. This is a movie. This is a game. You are your own main character. You know what I mean? Like you said, people around you who ain't on your same wavelength, who ain't vibrating like you, ain't moving like you, who ain't got no special glasses on, no special rose-colored glasses on. Right? If they ain't got them on, they just don't ain't gonna get it, and you can't expect them to get it. You got the vision. You can't expect other people to see it. You got the download. You can't get. You can't expect other people to understand it. You feel me? So. Uh, keep moving how you're moving and minimize the distractions as much as possible. They gonna be out there and it's okay to indulge. I ain't even watch the niggas ask me if I want to watch the football game halftime show. Bitch, for
No,
what? I can catch I can catch everything that happened on social media on the scroll.
I ain't exactly.
I
I
get the
ain't trying to.
score, I get the stats, I get who liked the show, who showed up, who fucked up, who was at the game, and I ain't seen not an inch of that hoe. You feel me? So them distractions out there, do your best to minimize them. Make sure you the star in your own movie. You got to make the best movie you can. What up, cuz
Man, listen, when you get up, when you look in the mirror, the person you're looking at is you. That's who you need to be taking care of. There's nobody else in that, ain't nobody in that picture but you. That is the main picture that has been given to you when you stand up and look in that mirror. It's you. If you're not together in your situation, you can't make no other situation no better. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
take care of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Stop listening to what people say, because that's all people doing is saying. Start watching how people move, and you will see the type of people you're dealing with. But always stay focused. Stop participating, because y'all people would not say no to nothing. And that will be the downfall of us not being able to say no. So just keep that in mind when you're moving through your everyday life. Make sure
Energy,
y'all
y'all.
unified and thrive. And not
That's right.
only that,
Unified. Keep going. Keep going.
hit me at Spoken Words on TikTok. Send me
Yeah,
a follow. Plenty of
man.
information for you.
Do that. Make sure you like, share, comment, tell people about it. Follow us on the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Rumble. Man, we out of here, man. Don't be NPC.
Exactly.
Subtropolis. Don't be a participator. Frank, get your ass back to work. You know what I'm talking about? We out of here. Tim, what up?
You.